Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you, talking to you about Thursday Night Football. This week, Thursday Night Football is going to be the first place New England Patriots in the AFC East going up against the last place New York Jets. New York Jets, of course, coming off a 5-game losing streak right now, and what a difference 2 weeks makes in the NFL. 2 weeks ago, at Kansas City, New England is blown out 41-14, and everyone is saying that basically the coaching staff and Tom Brady are at odds, and they're fighting amongst each other, and basically Brady wants out, and he's not he's not going to be getting down with this team. Right then and there, I knew that there was something in the air and something was about to be blowing up in New England. It wasn't the team. Just basically, every time you think about the Patriots, that they're done. They're not going to be able to do it anymore. Every once in a while, they fuck up. They don't make the playoffs, and they come back a totally changed, stronger team the next year. And that's where I knew was going to be going down. Cincinnati gets blown out the next week, 43-17, and a little bit of a closer game that was never really within the hands of Buffalo. Bufftown Bills get beat 37-22. And what's going to happen Thursday night, basically when New England plays at home against the Jets, they're going to kill the fucking Jets because they're the Jets. I mean, come on. If you look at last week, the New York Jets, they played good enough to beat the Broncos. The Broncos, one of the toughest teams there is in the NFL out there, but the only problem is they have no offense. Rex Ryan is saying that this team isn't dead, that it can still rebound. Right now they're sitting 1-5. They will only beat the Oakland Raiders this year in the opening week game. Since then, they've just been on a free fall since then, not being able to compete really with anybody in the NFL. I know that Geno Smith is their guy. Rex Ryan has even come out and said that basically Geno was a great pick for the Jets, and he's still the foreseeable future of the Jets. He wants him to be the franchise quarterback, but I'm not the only one. When Geno got pulled a few weeks ago and they put in Mike Vick, I know that Mike Vick didn't come in there and run the offense the way that a lot of people said they were going to do. And he didn't really say the right things after that game. I know the Jets put Vick in some hot water. They put him on blast out there, just basically saying that Vick didn't come into Jets camp this year trying to win the job from Geno. It's kept on saying Geno's the guy and just sort of played behind him, almost like trying to say that Vick just showed up, collecting his paycheck and wasn't really looking to play football. A lot of people thought that Vick signed the 1-year deal with the Jets, trying to take a year off from football, being put into a spot where he wasn't going to be able to play because everybody knows that Geno is the man in New York. And, Ryan and Geno are a team together right now trying to make sure that they can keep their jobs. Then Vic would be able to sign a deal somewhere with a better contender that he'd be able to actually go out there and physically play for, just basically hiding himself as a backup. And, he goes out there, he has a horrible showing in the Jets game, and comes out and says that he took the B team for granted. He wasn't ready to play in that game, and he sort of apologized to the Jets and the Jets fans. But I still thought that Vic would be the guy they would go with in the next week against the Broncos. Instead, Geno goes out there and plays another game, isn't able to move anything. Chris Ivory is the leading rusher of the New York Jets right now. 67 carries for 300 yards. I honestly thought when they brought Chris Johnson in, Chris Johnson was going to be the man, but 51 carries, 200 yards, only 1 touchdown on the year isn't going to be able to be, taking anybody saying I should be getting more carries. Anybody else. Number 1 receiver on the team is Eric Decker. The only reason I really know of Eric Decker is because of his hot-ass wife, who's going to be the co-host of the Stone Cold Steve Austin CMT show, Redneck Island. When it comes out there, she's going to be added on there. Brady's going to kill this team. I'm not going to go out there and guess what the pick's going to be, but I know my man Danny, biggest Jets fan I know. He was thinking about making the trip up to New England for this game, and I'm glad that he sort of canceled his mind. I know that he has a goal for this year to go to every Jets home game. At this point, at a 1-5, about to become 1-6, I know you got to do it sometime. You set a goal for yourself, go out there, I'm going to hit every game up. But I don't know, man. This might not be your year. Let's wait another year. You never know what you're going to be. Maybe you might get some chick pregnant and you got a baby next year or something like that, Danny. But don't throw any more money on this team. This team is bad. I know it. You know it. I'm begging you, buddy. Don't waste any more money on these Jets. They suck.